Welcome to Moments of Stillness, a place to slow down and find peace within yourself. Today, let's talk about when you don't know where you're going. There are days when you wake up feeling strangely empty. The world looks the same. The morning light spilling through the window, the sound of traffic outside, the usual messages blinking on your phone. And yet, something inside feels quiet and uncertain. You go through your familiar routine, doing what you always do, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. You move through the motions, but a question lingers softly in the back of your mind. What am I really doing? Where am I going? It's a strange feeling. Not exactly sadness, not quite despair. It's something in between, a kind of fog that blurs your direction. You're walking, but you don't know toward what. You're living, but you're not sure why. It's like standing in the middle of a vast field with no signs, no clear paths, and no compass. Only the sound of your own breathing and the weight of not knowing. But you're not alone in that feeling. Almost everyone goes through a time like this. A season of confusion when life loses its colors and you wonder whether you've taken a wrong turn somewhere. You look around and it seems everyone else knows where they're headed, while you're still standing in the middle of uncertainty. But maybe, just maybe, this moment when you don't know where you're going is not a setback at all. Maybe it's the beginning of something deeper, the start of truly understanding yourself. We are not meant to always be sure. Life changes, and so do we. What excited you yesterday may not inspire you today. The things that once felt right may suddenly feel distant and unfamiliar. You're not failing, you're evolving. Growth has a way of breaking old patterns, and sometimes that means losing direction for a while. You can't follow the same map forever when your destination or your heart has changed. Getting lost doesn't mean you're weak. It simply means you're moving. It means you're no longer the person you used to be, and that's okay. The right path you once believed in may no longer fit who you are now. Just like a tree that outgrows its old roots, you're making space for something new to take shape, even if you can't see it yet. Sometimes, not knowing where you're going is life's gentle way of telling you to pause. Not to quit, but to listen. Because when everything around you is loud, opinions, expectations, plans, it's easy to forget the small, quiet voice inside. Maybe your heart has been trying to speak to you for a while now, whispering that you're tired, that you no longer feel alive doing what you used to do, that you've been running too fast and forgetting to breathe. And within that uncertainty lies something unexpectedly beautiful, the silence that allows you to hear yourself again. When the world outside fades into a blur, the only place left to turn is inward. You start to ask the questions that truly matter. What makes me feel alive? What brings peace to my heart? And even if the answers don't come right away, that's okay. They'll arrive quietly, in their own time. Like the wind passing softly through the trees, barely noticed, but changing everything. Don't be afraid of not knowing. Sometimes, confusion is not a sign of failure, but a sign of transformation. Think of it as a pause, a sacred winter before the spring. A seed must spend time in the dark before it can grow. The stillness, the uncertainty, the waiting, all of it has a purpose. Without winter, there would be no blossoms. Uncertainty teaches patience. It teaches humility. It reminds you that you don't have to control everything to keep moving forward. You learn to walk through the fog, step by step, trusting that the sun will rise eventually, even if you can't see it yet. You learn that faith is not always loud. Sometimes it's just the quiet decision to keep walking, even when you don't have all the answers. Life doesn't require you to always know where you're going. You don't need to have a 5-year plan or a perfect roadmap. What matters more is whether you're still listening to what feels real, whether your days still hold moments of meaning, a small joy, a gentle curiosity, a sense of wonder. You don't have to rush to figure it all out. The world moves fast enough. Your soul deserves time to catch up. If you feel lost, allow yourself to pause. Not to give up, but to rest. Breathe. Look around. Notice the light, the air, the sounds of life that continue even when you're unsure. Go for a walk. Play a song that soothes your heart. Read a few pages of a book, or simply sit in silence and feel your own heartbeat. There's healing in those small pauses, the kind that gently reminds you that you're still here, still capable, still becoming. When you stop demanding clarity, something shifts. You begin to realize that not knowing isn't as scary as you thought. It's not a void, it's space. Space for something new to grow, for something unexpected to unfold. Life has never been a straight line. It's a series of turns, pauses, surprises, and detours that somehow lead you exactly where you need to be. The unknown isn't your enemy. It's the part of the journey that teaches you to trust. Maybe right now you're in that in-between place, no longer who you were, but not yet who you're becoming. Don't rush through it. Some things need time to form. Some lessons can only be learned in the fog. Let yourself stay there for a while. Breathe through it. Live through it. Clarity doesn't always arrive when you want it to, but when it does, it changes everything. Even in nature, everything moves through cycles. After the leaves fall, the tree stands bare for a long time before new buds appear. No one calls that failure. It's simply a season, necessary, natural, and wise. You too have your seasons. You are allowed to be bare, to rest, to not know. If you feel empty right now, trust that this emptiness has meaning. It's not the end, it's preparation. The space that feels hollow today is quietly being made ready for new growth. When you don't know where to go, maybe that's the universe's way of guiding you toward what's truly yours, gently, slowly, without rush. Perhaps instead of asking, "Where am I going?" you can ask, "How am I living right now?" Because direction matters less than presence. The goal is not to move fast, but to move peacefully. Peace doesn't come from certainty, it comes from surrender, from the ability to smile even when the path ahead is still blurry. It's the quiet confidence that even if you don't know the destination, you can trust the journey. Rarely does life take us exactly where we planned, but the detours, the pauses, the moments of confusion, they're not mistakes. They're part of the map. Each time you lose your way, you learn something about who you are and what truly matters to you. When you feel uncertain, live anyway. Experience things. Make mistakes. Feel deeply. Because through all of it, you're slowly discovering your own rhythm. You don't need a perfect plan. Nobody truly has one. Everyone is just figuring it out, step by step, learning as they go. The difference is that some people have learned to be kind to themselves in the process. That's what matters most. Not having it all together, but trusting that you're learning as you move. And maybe, someday, something will happen. A meeting, a journey, a quiet moment alone, and it will all make sense. You'll look back and realize that every wrong turn, every hesitation, every foggy morning was part of something greater. Life was never lost. It was simply guiding you through the parts you needed to grow. So don't resent the times when you don't know what's next. They're not wasted. They're sacred. They're the soft spaces where you learn to listen, to trust, to be gentle with yourself. Because it's only in the not knowing that true faith begins. Not faith in an outcome, but faith in the unfolding of your own story. And one day, you'll look back and smile. You'll see how every uncertain step, every confused moment led you here, to this quiet understanding, to this version of yourself that feels more whole, more real. The path was never straight, but it was always yours. So keep walking, even if you don't know where you're going. Because sometimes, what matters most isn't the destination, it's the way you walk. Walk with an open heart. Walk with trust. Walk with gentleness, and let life reveal itself in its own time. Even in uncertainty, life is still holding you. And maybe that's enough. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with Moments of Stillness. If this video helped you feel a little calmer, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a breath of peace today. Until next time, stay gentle, stay mindful, and find calm in every moment.